She wanna dance the way he rap. She understand he a mellow man. Sit back, eyes light. She started dance, got the feeling pack and a drink in hand. She bend the last, I rubber band. Baby so fantastic, now the fate is tragic, but I'm looking past it. Finna chase the ride because I really wanna rap like whoa, whoa. Baby's all I really wanna do. Oh. One moment with you, one conversation, one drink for you. Accommodation, it's me and yo, that's congregation. Whoa. I don't like to take it really kinda too slow. You don't like to chase, that's the only way I go. Drinking steady, I don't know. I might have to get the phone, feeling mighty with the blow. Tell me what you wanna show. Oh, oh. She break it down, need more, baby, come on home. She break it down, baby, sit down, get on low. Got a perfect body, wanna ride, baby, take it slow, take it slow. She bend it down, she a porn star, baby, whoa. She break it down, need more, baby, come on home. Just come home. I break it down, baby, sit down, get on low. Get down low. Got a perfect body, wanna ride, baby, take it slow, take it slow. She bend it down, she a porn star, baby, whoa. Wow, I don't really wanna go, no. Wanna kick back, take a photo. Could you bend down, hit the end zone, never wanna go home. We gon' fuck it, we gon' float it, equal roses. Spread her legs, I feel like Moses. Let her go, she moving golden. Love the way you fucking ride. She break it down, need more, baby, come on.
Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Eric.
She break it down, baby, sit down, get on low.
As usual,
got a perfect body,
it's a beautiful day.
Take it slow.
It's a beautiful day.
She bend it down, she a porn star, baby, whoa. She break it down, need more, baby, come on home. Just come home.
Euro USD, you know,
down,
honestly,
baby, sit
I
down,
have
get
not
on
looked
low.
today at all. I had
Got
a
a
lesson
body,
this entire
ride,
morning.
take it slow.
I've been teaching for the past 3 hours.
She bend it down, she a porn star, baby.
I've only looked at the
SPX.
So I'll give you a breakdown of the SPX.
But I'm out for remote. She wanna hop on the dick and then she stiffen them out. She wanna roll with the flow, low bird. On around with that trunk too fade. It's a double-edged sword, you jade. Goddamn persuade. She bad as hell, she taking off my time. I love that bitch and she tempts me.
I'll give you some insight on the SPX since we were looking at that.
I know clarity, she know. Oh. Thank you for the night, baby. I appreciate it, truly.
One second, just filling out some forms.
While searching through the rhythm, found a crew of fucking wise men. Me and all my dudes, we tryna claim these fucking islands. We been going up, we making moves to see reclining. Rolling through the city, tryna scout a couple diamonds. I'm scouting out the city, got my scope up on the globe. I got an itchy trigger finger, know my music's about to blow. I got a minute to relax, I got a minute to recline. But after that, we going off, these fuckers taking up my time. The pastor has some twisted motives, sick of days I never on top, sick of days the pills took hold of me. Out of my brain, never sober. Out of my lane when I'm fucked. Out of my lane when you old. Out of my brain when no love. I know I'm getting older, younger days I'm never sober. Got the chip up on my shoulder.
You can't hear me. There we go. Alright. I wasn't saying too much important. I was teaching all morning, so I hadn't even looked at I was only looking at the SPX this morning. Alright guys, Boom. Wait 1 second. 1 second. There's my face. There's not my face. Perfect. Alright, let's turn off this music. The beat. Do I take trades after right now? No, never. Never, never, ever. Not ever. Not even once ever. Okay. Any advice on how to make $1 gazillion? 5 billion a day? That's a good goal. If you can do 5 billion though, why are you not doing 6 billion? Seems pathetic to me. Let's look at the XPX. I'll give you some insight here, guys. I was doing a lesson this morning, and we were looking at the SPX. Buddy here wants to master the SPX, so we're looking at it. I'll give you some logic. We'll do a little breakdown, the same kind of thing. Same kind of thing that I was teaching him in less detail, right? We'll give him a little bit less detail here for you guys. So we saw that we're in an uptrend on the 4-hour, right? And here's our demand here. We've come back. Let's look at the lower time frames, right? We're coming back and we're looking like we're going to come back and we're going to retest this demand, right? So once we've satisfied that, then we can go to the upside. Possibly this was a bounce off area that we were looking for, but we were watching to see if it actually broke above this high, right? And that would have confirmed this trend change. So we would have been happy into that. But we saw on the 15-minute here, we're sweeping those highs. Nice little stop hunt, right? Now, what happened here? We jumped to the 1 minute and then we see, okay, where is it breaking down? Where is it breaking down? Well, we can see the breakdown here. We see a nice little consolidation just barely past this level. And then it breaks down, right? That's the low that brought us to the high. We break down. So this is where we enter our short. So this is where we entered our short with a stop right behind. Right? And then what do? We target that 15-minute demand zone right here. Right there. This is our target. Because we're just looking for a quick little scalp. We don't want to go for too far. So this was the trade. Might make a video on this actually. It's a pretty decent trade. And you would have filled it there. Good chance we come down even lower because this is such a strong move. Looking at this right now, this is the move. If buddy you're watching, I forget your name there, Jay something. This is our supply. That's our supply right there. I drew it too wide there. That's our supply. Most likely we're going to reject off that supply and go for another quick low. But we're not sure how low it's going to go, so that trade is over. That was a great trade. Good work. That was the logic behind it, guys. 5.5R. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a good way to lock in the day. All right, let's look at EU. You guys are talking a lot about EU today, aren't you? Any materials to better understand the market as a new trader? Watch my videos, watch my streams, dude. If you want to read a book, there's a good book by Mark Douglas. I would suggest Mark Douglas, but it's nothing to do with trading itself. It's just the logic behind trading. Is one strategy enough to become successful? Obviously, dude. I think you can answer that question yourself. If you have one profitable strategy, are you a profitable trader? Simple. How much time did you spend learning to day trade when you initially started? Minimum 12 hours a day. Minimum 12, up to 16. 12 to 16 a day. But that was because I have a complete obsession. Or at least had a complete obsession. Now that I've learned something, I'm no longer as obsessed. I still enjoy it. But learning something is fun. It's fun for me. Cool. EU today. Ooh, beautiful day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what happened today? Asia range. Manipulation of the Asia range. Faking them out, making us think that we're going to be coming to the downside, but in reality, we're continuing that higher time frame trend. That higher time frame trend is not going to stop. Ever. Never ever until it stops. That's the only case where it's going to stop. So this was simply just manipulation. We're following the trend. We're in a clean breakout now. What is even stopping us at this point? Let's look at the weekly, because we're going to have to look at some high time frame levels to know what's going on here now, aren't we? Now that we're above this, what's important to us? Not a whole lot. This one is important to us, and it's pretty far. You could argue here, but I don't care for that one. It's kind of a weak level. I'll draw it out anyways, just in case. That's not the one. That's kind of a weak level, and we've already kind of passed it. So unless we show some real bearish signs in the next couple days, I think this is going to be pretty weak. Okay. That's going to be the level. And then above that, obviously, we're coming back up here. This is going to be pretty far away. This is our supply. That is our supply on the weekly level. That's what we're looking for. 2 targets there. We're going to go real high, aren't we? So we're just going to keep following this trend. I'm wondering, you guys who shorted, why are you shorting this? Somebody said they shorted this, and I can't for the life of me understand why the fuck you would short this. You trade with Mr. Bob Steven. Well, that's nice. You sound like a bot. You sound like a scam bot. You're banned. You're banned. Cool. It's Nancy. Oh, hey, Nancy. Cool. I wasn't expecting you to join the stream. That's kind of cool. Welcome. Cool. So what should we look at here? In case you guys are wondering, Nancy is a family friend, and she's proud of me. Cool. Okay. Got best fib and itchy cloud. High time frames like 80% success. Should look at AU, AJ. Sure, let's look at AJ actually. How long did it take you to become profitable when initially started? Depends if you count trading crypto. Trading crypto, I started in early 2017. Trading Forex was only about 6 months after that. I was able to become profitable from Forex. In a strategy, I wasn't very good yet, but I was able to become, I found a profitable strategy. Okay, so AJ. Okay, so this is a level that we were looking at. This major yellow line. Why are we looking at this? We see 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of those. We see 4 levels that obviously there's going to be a lot of stops behind. So we're looking for a stop hunt here. So we're going to see this little wick behind these levels. Let me just draw this high here. See if it stops hunt this one too. Stop hunted that one already. We're now satisfied that this could have been the move that we were looking for, right? So now we would just want to make sure that we're actually breaking down here on the lower time frame. It still looks like quite a strong rally right here, right? So this isn't showing any signs of weakness in my opinion right now, because it's just simply coming back down. But this could be a really good short if we do break below this level right here. This level right here. And we can wait this long simply because this is going to be a swing trade. So if we do break below that level, then we're going to look for some sort of retest, break below, some sort of retest up to here, probably right there. That's my guess of where it's going to be. And then we would short it back down. So this would be the entry, stop, and then the target would be the first untested demand. Right there. That would be the target. Cool. UJ Hunter. Sure, we can maybe look at UJ. So if this doesn't break down, then there's a possibility that we actually just bounce off of this zone right here, or where we're currently testing, and then continuation to the upside, because we do have higher levels that we had of interest up here. And the reason, let's look at the daily, weekly, something like that. The reason this is of interest is because that's the level that we broke down from originally. After we seeing sweeps of these highs, we see the test of this supply zone right here, right? That test there. And then sweeping back down. This is a level that obviously needs to be filled. So we could come higher to that purple level. We're still waiting for that. So that would be our target if we do go to the upside. And this, in fact, is not a sweep and a breakdown. So the two options: break below this, we're going to short it. If we don't, then we're going to target that purple line. How about giving one free signal a week? I think I'll do that. I'll send out a couple signals. Most of them probably come from the signal group there. Most of them will come from the signal group. I'll do one or two a week probably. Oh, my microphone's a little bit loud, isn't it? A little bit loud. Test, test, test. Wait. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Cool. Hey Hunter, thanks for the constant uploads and live streams. Been grinding, and it's nice to always be learning from your content. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad I can break things down in more of a clear way of teaching than most other YouTubers. I think most other YouTubers, they're either not very good or they're not very good at teaching. And that's kind of what we're trying to do, is just make things clearer for new people. So hopefully I'm helpful there. I'm glad I can help. Am I using TradingView? Yes, man. Come on. Don't be silly. Look at this. What does this say? Come on, man. Come on. Okay, cool. What is with these bots? Oh my god. Furthermore, you're gonna have to spend money in order to make money. So send me money. Hide user from the channel. Sweet. You're gone. Holy crap, we're getting a lot of bots today. Views on gold. Don't want to look at gold. Gold is so boring. I told you my views already. I told you it was gonna go up. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go to these highs. That's what it's been doing. I tell you guys every single week. It's just gonna go up until it hits these highs. That's all it does. It just goes up. Hey, you want a really easy trade? Just should have longed gold when I told you to. All the way to the highs. So the actual technical analysis on this, aside from, I'll look at you, Jay, after this. Aside from just telling you something stupid and joking around, is essentially there's no levels until this high. So we're going to hit that high very quickly. But you don't enter the top. Don't be a little silly goose. I don't know. Don't be something. Don't be a loser. You're going to wait for the retest of this range, first of all, or specifically the demand zone right here. You could enter on the range top here, or this slight demand zone right here. But you're going to have to watch and see how it reacts, right? I prefer this larger one. I prefer being greedy. That's where I would want to enter on an actual trend change, right? So not blind, but we'll see the trend change. We'll see the trend break, right? And then we can enter. And then you'd long up to there. Very simple. Already looked at UJ, or EU. Oh my God. Look at UJ now. If I remember correctly, last time I looked at this, I said it was being silly. It was just being boring, rather. It was doing a bunch of nothing. So the bias before was very torn because we have this slight downtrend, right? It's very what's the word? It's not confident. We're going sideways essentially. But the only thing that makes me think it's a downtrend is because we had this massive rally and then it came down, right? The logic isn't very sound. But then you're seeing, you know, sweeps of these lows, which is showing bullish signs, but then, you know, you're seeing downtrend again. You're seeing on the most recent time frames here, you're seeing the supply zone being swept into the tops being swept into a supply zone, breaking back down, simply coming back up here on the lower time frame. We're seeing supply zone once again here being actually met, right? So what's actually going to happen here? Let's draw the supply zone on the higher time frame there. We're perfectly touching it now, so I would be satisfied. The only trade I could take here is a short if this does break down, but I really don't like this pair. This is a terrible pair to trade, is what I'm trying to say. How are you going to trade this? This is like a heartbeat. All right. Doot. 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 You can't trade this, man. It doesn't make sense. At least for a trend trader like myself. And the thing is, we're not even really wicking, we're not even sweeping highs very often. So you can't really even range trade it using my own methods, right? You see one sweep here, and then being met at the bottom there. Stop scratching the chair. Oof. Oh man. Beep. Appreciation for your videos from Australia. Thanks, Screen Master. I'm not looking at ZAR. There's no chance I will ever look at a small cap currency. No chance. Wait, here, I'll show you why. Because it looks stupid. Why? Just short it. It just goes down forever. Or it goes up forever. Stop scratching the chair. You jerk. Okay. Okay. So. I told you I wouldn't look at this, and then I looked at this. Give me 1 second. Sweet. All I would do is just follow the trend, shorting the untested supply. That's all I would do. This might actually be the easiest thing to trade. But the thing is, you guys are beeping now. This might be like the easiest thing to trade. The problem is the spread is going to be massive. So generally the things that trend harder are going to have massive spreads. Doot. Everyone's beeping. Do I trade imbalance? No. Hey Hunter, I see almost only counter trend trade suggestions. Do you prefer the style? Please make trade suggestions into the trend. You've got it completely wrong. I actually only trade trend. I think you're looking at it kind of funny though. Because okay. I think you're looking at it differently than I'm looking at it. I am trading the trend, but I'm waiting for the optimal entry on that trend. Right. So what do I mean by this? I trade the high time frame trend. So this is a downtrend, right? Boom, down, obviously, right? Now, I don't want to. When you think you're gonna enter, get your butt out of here, you cat. When you want to enter the trend, you're probably saying, okay, it's going down, so I'm gonna enter the trend now, right? This to me is stupid. Don't enter in the middle of the trend. What we do is we wait for the perfect setup. We look at the higher time frame. So I want to be shorting. So I wait for the trend to then go to the upside. And then I come into an area, any area that I think it might change, right? It doesn't matter what that area is. Let's just say it's this zone for now. I think it might change there. So once I then see that it's breaking down, then I know that this is actually how I'm defining trend, right? I define trend in a different way from you. That's fine. We can all define it differently. I define it on the breakdown. So this is the most likely situation where I'm going to get the instant entry, the perfect entry into the trend, right? So I will not counter trend trade because this is my definition of the break of a trend, right? So that is trading a downtrend to me. And then I wait for the retest like this. And then I enter here with a stop above there. Go down. Get out of here, cat. Okay. That's how I trade trend. And I actually only trade trend. Even my counter trend trading strategy is technically a trend trading strategy. It just looks extremely aggressive. It's a trend trading strategy on the very low time frame, but it's counter trend on the higher time frame. That's how yeah. So my counter trend trading strategy is counter on the higher time frame, but trend on the lower time frame. What indicator is this? It's called sessions. My wife just walked in when I was beeping. Yeah, that's the point there. Don't trade in the middle of the trend. Exactly. You're gonna be late to the party and create a very poor risk reward setup if you're entering somewhere like this. Because why? You enter somewhere here after you know that it's already broken down, then what's your risk reward? You say you enter here, you're going to put your stop behind here, right? Because that's what makes sense. Where are you targeting? I don't know. You don't have anything to target. You don't have any previous range lows, so you're going to have to target something over here or this, right? So maybe you target right there, right? This low. Then you got a 1R trade, which is crap, right? That's crap. In our example, what we do, we wait for it to come up here. We see that breakdown. And then what we do, we enter on a retest a little bit behind that. We put our stop and then we target the range lows. Look at this. How much more money did I just make than you? 5 times as much money. Already looked at gold. Can you get out of here? I swear, man, this cat is only around when I stream. Can you hear him purring? He just purred at the mic. Sure, we'll look at Swiss JPY. Why not? I'm going to keep it a pretty short stream today, guys. I've already been talking for 3.5 hours teaching for 3.5 hours. So can you hear him purring? He's brushing on the mic. Ginger cat fam. All right, guys. So this is, we actually looked at this yesterday, and we said that we're going to be targeting here because we're in an uptrend. But if it does break down here, then our target is going to be that demand, right? That's what we said yesterday. We're in that uptrend. We're looking for that uptrend continuation. Oh my god. Purring means long Euro USD. So the reason, if you remember, multiple tests, we're looking for a sweep on these highs, right, of those tests. This purple line is an untested kind of very little zone, right? You see it? We could easily come even higher, but that was the only thing that was really popping out to me. Maybe up here, but that's the only thing that like somewhat pops out to me, right? The rest is just kind of mess. So now that we've satisfied that, we can say we can look for a possible reversal. This is showing a very strong conviction coming into the level. I would say this is going to continue up. In terms of next levels, I don't honestly really know. Let's look at the daily. When in doubt, zoom out. I see this as a breaker. This is our breaker box right here on the daily. That's probably our next level. That's probably where we're going to go to, considering we're not really breaking down here. Right there. Right there. That's where we're going to go to. Unless something funky happens, but it doesn't look like it will. Right. So look for a trade tomorrow to bring this up to that level there. Is watching these streams helpful for learning and I don't need to buy a course? I think, I don't know for sure because nobody's told me yet. But if anybody here, you know, there's 200 of you currently. If any of you have become profitable based off of what I taught on stream, type it into the chat. I don't know if anybody's done it yet, based solely off of these streams. But I know that they're very helpful because a lot of people tell me that they're making like winning trades and whatnot based on what I'm saying. But I don't know if there's enough there. But that'd be really cool. I'm trying to, it's helpful for me. Yeah, totally. Yes. Okay, cool. Diego says yes. Helpful. Yes. Jared says helpful. Sweet. Yeah, so yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, see, it's a bit yes and no. Yes, yes. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, see, the thing is, though, is a course going to offer more than the stream? That's actually the question. Because you were asking, is watching these streams helpful to learn and I don't need to buy a course? The question is, are these streams more helpful than a course? 100% helpful a lot. Sweet, yeah. You guys absolutely fucking love it. Usually miss the live streams because of work. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here now, David. Wouldn't say totally profitable yet, but very helpful. Awesome, Alex. Yeah, you'll be there soon, I guess. How strict you are. Yeah. So if you follow rules really strictly, then maybe you'll be able to do it. Now you're just learning. See, what I would argue is actually that the streams alone aren't going to make you profitable. But I also think that a course alone would not make you profitable. Right? That's my guess. You're going to have to put in a lot of extra work, or you're going to have to look for some sort of external mentorship. That's my guess from someone that you know is profitable, right? That's my theory there. Did somebody ask for? Oh, okay, odd USD. We can look at odd USD. Totally. Now, all of the USD pairs, they're kind of boring me right now because they're all basically just going up. And it's kind of boring, right? So yesterday we were saying, what's going on here? What's this purple box? Where'd that come from? Where'd that purple box come from? Huh? Where'd it come from? Why didn't I see it on the daily? Okay. Supply zone. So good. So practice, I guess. Thank you. Yeah. So, if you're looking for more stuff, go ahead and buy some courses or whatnot. But I'm basically trying to create a stream that's going to break things down in the same way that paid courses will. The only difference is, paid courses are going to be the more like one-on-one type thing. Yeah, Callum, I think that's what it is. It's a mindset that makes people profitable. So I could teach you everything. I could teach you everything, and you'd still not be profitable unless your mindset's getting on track. Totally. Okay. Just subscribed. Oh yeah, man. Cha-ching. Extra 2 cents per video. I don't know how much it is per viewer. Ad revenue, man. Cha-ching, banking. I'm gonna steal all your money from making you watch ads. Streams open my mind to naked charts. Price action trading. Awesome. Thanks, man. Do you recommend any courses for people that maybe can't afford my course? SMFX maybe. I think SMFX has a small, simple PDF. I think it's only like $90 or something. Can you make a course on how to find a sexy girlfriend? That's funny. See, you guys all think that we're together because of trading. But we've actually been together for 5 years. Back when I was broke and homeless, basically. We've been together a long time. So if you guys didn't know, I was essentially not homeless, but couldn't pay rent. So was going to become homeless a few years ago. And then we turned it around very quickly. And by rent, the rent was only like $700 a month or something. I couldn't afford it. And it was like a 0-bedroom, 100 square feet, single room, no bathroom really, just a toilet. Super shitty place. No kitchen either. I had a mini fridge with a bowl on top basically, and a tap. And I had a portable burner, no stove, no pantry either. Just a bed in the middle of a room. Cool. So odd USD. This was the next level, wasn't it? Again, it's not looking like it's very weak coming into this level, is it? It's not looking very weak at all. We were thinking either it would just reject off of it or it would sweep past. It's not looking weak at all. This is such a strong move. I see no reason. No reason yet. Next level is kind of these highs here. So we could just go slightly past there and go to those ones. So we'll have to really watch this because see, I don't know how to trade these honestly. When it just rallies like this, the only thing I can do is wait for it to come back down here and see what happens. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do until obvious trend change, which hasn't been present yet. Maybe around here it could happen. Yeah, that would actually be a decent point right there because you're seeing Seeing kind of this here. Yeah, that would be a decent level. That's our next level. I think it'll come up there now. So as for longing to there, see the thing is, okay, naturally I would say I want to long this demand, right? But the thing is, this is such a deep retracement that if it does that, it's a good chance it's going to break down and stop me, right? And if you want to kind of picture it on the Fibonacci, right? If you're a Fibonacci type person, look at the fib. If it comes back down here, it's going to be going lower than the 786, right? So it's super, super deep. I mean, you could think, you know, it's currently in here. It's just a little bit too far for me, and I would be too scared of entering that. So maybe after it shows a reversal, so I would want to wait. I don't want to place any orders on there. Maybe if it shows like an obvious thing, then we can get in, but not right now. Oof, I hit the microphone. My bad. Hunter, do you suggest FTMO? Sure, why not? FTMO if you can handle. Wait, you have a course? I have a book. It's expensive. The reason it's expensive is because I don't want many people to own it. And because it's worth a lot to me, so that's what I value it at. Respect. GU, we can look at GU. Seems like every trader has a story rag to riches. It's just like a matter of personality change. Not really rag to riches type thing. I never really like talked about it before because I don't think it's like too important. But had a pretty shitty like couple years. Basically it was my own fault. For like just partying a lot. I had a really bad few years. And it was like post university that we just kind of freaking went off the rails, thinking we could basically do anything, and we couldn't, and still survive. So it was basically like eventually become homeless and die, or get things right. All right, well, I'm gonna put you on a timeout. Boom, boom. Sorry, man. No spamming. What happens when price touches the zone when it fills the zone? It could bounce off of it. It could just break through it. I mean, it's a pretty simple question, I think. It basically you're just filling more orders that are resting there. You were a different person before you decided to make your life work. The old person is not important anymore, I guess. Yeah, it's just complete personality change. It's like, well, my personality is obsessive, right? So at all points in my life, I was obsessed about something. And you know, addictive personality type thing, right? So that's good and bad depending on what you focus it on. So if you focus it on negative things, you're gonna have a terrible life because you're just gonna be doing these negative things all of the time. Or if you focus your dopamine addiction on positive things like trading, productive gambling, or work or something, right? Or gym, stuff like that, then you're going to be really successful because you won't be able to stop. Mind you, in both cases, you're essentially just going to be completely obsessed by one thing, which some people don't like, but that's kind of how I work. How old I am? 26. The negative part of my life was 22 to it was starting when I was 21 for 2 or 3 years or something like that. It was right when I graduated. All right, let's look at, what are we looking at? GU? I think GU. My wife is much happier that you're focusing on something productive instead of civilization. Okay, GU still working its way up here, it seems, right? So we have this as a sweep zone, right? Possible targets. We have the highs here. We are working our way up. So these are not important, but these will become important once we start working our way down, right? So since we're in the uptrend, we don't care about these old zones, right? Not right now. Until we start moving to the downside. So currently, we're looking for this upside moves, right? Actually, what did we draw here? What the hell is that? Yeah, okay, it's a daily level. Okay. Now, this looks like it's going to close to the upper side. Let's jump back here to the 1 hour, maybe. 1 hour. Sweeping these lows, right? Sweeping those lows. A V bottom here. That's a complete momentum shift. It's going to be breaking. I think it already broke it. Broke this level, I believe. Yeah. This is going to continue to the upside, and it'll go here. In terms of an actual trade, this is a tough one. Because naturally, I would want to put my stop here. But there's no major important levels to put it behind. So it's tough. It's tough because this would be a 1 hour trade. Basically stop, target. It'd be a 1 hour trade from this point. Okay. What do you think of Hike and SG? I don't like them. They're decent. Do I have them on here? No. They're decent for knowing what direction it's going. I have a completely definition of how to define my trend, but this is very obvious for most traders that don't have any clear definition of what a trend is. Right? But the problem with this is you can't know where candles close. Right? Because if you look here, what it actually does is it's an average of the past two. I believe. How does it do it? It's an average of the close and the low, I believe. Yeah, that's how it works. So the close of this one is halfway in between the close and the low. I believe that's how it works. So every single time, halfway in between, no. Shit, I don't remember how it works. It's an average, so we know we can't actually follow it precisely. What the hell is this? Oops, wrong one. I don't remember what it is. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been talking for almost 4 hours now. Oh, I need to have some breakfast or something. I've been doing this for... I'm getting too old for this shit. Alright. Keep it up. Thank you, my man. I will keep it up. I might need Viagra for that, though. Because I can't keep it up that long. I guess I'm resting. No, it's only 8 a.m., dude. Not resting. I'm just going to take a little lunch break. Newbie here. Watched a truck ton of videos online. This is by far the most legit. Thank you, my man. It is so funny how... what's the word? Contradicting how conflicting the views are of the viewers of this channel. It is incredible. It's about exactly 50% of you think that I'm incredibly helpful and I'm a godsend, and about 50% of you think that everything I say is complete bullshit and they just make fun of me in the comments. Mind you, everyone watching this stream is, you know, on that former side. because you guys actually want to learn. But it is just hilarious how 50% the views are. Thanks, Hunter. Thanks, dude. Is this every day? Most days. A lot of Mondays I'll take off, especially in the summer now because I'm going on trips every single weekend. I'm away in the summer, and that's been for like the past like 4 years. Like I never have weekends off from doing stuff. And then I come back, and we kind of warm up to the week a little slower. So Mondays I often take off unless I'm really feeling it, and there's not much going on Mondays. So second week of trading, good work, my man. Keep it up. They don't like hearing that you can't get something without working for it. They just think that like everything I say is just like bullshit. They just think that like I'm trying to scam everyone or something. Which whatever. You guys ever seen somebody chug a can of corn? Like shotgun a can of corn? It's pretty funny. Your USD blew your account? Well, clearly you gotta watch my risk management series. Greetings from Nambia. Do you recommend watching trading videos with a pinch of salt and journal what they say and track your own opinion? Yeah, every single YouTube video, you should just be like, okay, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna go test it and I'm gonna make my own variation. Right? I combine different things. That's what you should do. Yeah, chug corn. Yeah, it's freaking hilarious. So, my friend group, we play beer pong, right? And one day, you know, the challenge the challenge is the loser of beer pong or whatever, they have to drink a drink that the other person presents at the end of the game, right? And one day we're out camping, and my friend Mitch, whatever, he wins the game against my other friend, and he whips out from his back pocket a can of creamed corn. and he slams it down, and I can't make the rolling R, but he goes, "You got creamed," right? I can't do the rolling R sound, and he slams it down, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" So he chugs it, but they put a hole in the side, and since corn is thick, right? It's not a drink. We have to get our other friend to put a hole in the other side and then blow the corn into his mouth. So we got two big guys there. One of them is chugging corn, the other guy's blowing into his mouth to get the corn forced down his throat. And he blows so hard and he can't drink the corn. So the corn is shooting out of his mouth everywhere, and it completely coats the entire group with freaking creamed corn. And that is the story of chugging creamed corn. I'm going on a trip this weekend to like a weekend long mansion party with like 30 people, and I will see if we can bring some corn and see if I can get a video. I'm gonna do like a party style, like Nelk style video or something. Hopefully we can get some cool funny things. These guys are freaking hilarious, man. They do the weirdest shit. It's so funny. It's so freaking funny. Between Hunter's Discord group and Swag Academy videos, I can feel my trading legs growing stronger and stronger. Hopefully, training wheels come off in 3 months. Totally, man. I think Swag was one of my favorite people that I've reacted to so far. He had the most solid strategy in my opinion. Stealing this idea for TikTok. Chugging Creamed corn. Yeah, it was so surprising, so funny. Bring out a freaking can of fucking corn. All right, guys. I I'll see you tomorrow. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, and then not on Friday. I'll see you guys later. I'll leave you with that story.